When the Franco-Prussian War erupted in July 1870 between the Second French Empire and the Kingdom of Prussia, Europe stood on edge. Many feared the conflict would widen into a continental war involving all the great powers. Yet, despite intense diplomatic maneuvering, the war remained largely confined to France and the German states. The question is why. To understand this, we must first look at the political landscape of Europe in 1870. The dominant powers at the time were United Kingdom, Russian Empire, Austrian Empire, by then reorganized as Austria-Hungary, and the rising power of Prussia. Each had its own strategic concerns, and none saw clear advantage in intervening directly. Britain, under Prime Minister William Ewart Gladstone, was committed to a policy often described as splendid isolation. The British government was primarily concerned with maintaining the balance of power and protecting maritime trade. While London watched the crisis closely, especially when German forces violated Belgian neutrality, Britain found no compelling reason to take sides. As long as the conflict did not threaten the English Channel or British commerce, neutrality was the safest and most profitable course. Russia, led by Tsar Alexander II, had little sympathy for France. During the Crimean War years earlier, France had opposed Russian ambitions. Now, St. Petersburg saw an opportunity. While France and Prussia were locked in battle, Russia quietly moved to overturn the Black Sea restrictions imposed after the Crimean defeat. Supporting France would have meant aiding a recent adversary, opposing Prussia would have brought no strategic gain. Neutrality, once again, was the rational choice. Austria-Hungary presents a more complex case. Only 4 years earlier, in 1866, Austria had been defeated by Prussia in the Austro-Prussian War. Many in Vienna desired revenge. However, the Habsburg monarchy was still recovering militarily and politically. Its army required reform, and internal ethnic tensions, from Hungarians, Czechs, and others, made foreign adventure risky. Without strong assurances of French victory, Austria-Hungary hesitated. When early Prussian successes became evident, intervention would have been suicidal. Italy, though not always counted among the traditional great powers, also played a strategic role. Italian leaders hoped to seize Rome, which was protected by French troops. When war broke out, Napoleon III withdrew those troops to fight Prussia. Italy seized its chance and completed unification by occupying Rome. For Rome, neutrality was more advantageous than alliance. Diplomacy also played a decisive role. Prussian Chancellor Otto von Bismarck had carefully engineered France's diplomatic isolation. Through calculated alliances and reassurances, he ensured that no major power felt compelled to rescue Napoleon III. The edited Ems dispatch, which inflamed French opinion and provoked war, was part of this broader strategy. Bismarck wanted a limited war, one that would unite the German states against a common enemy without triggering a broader coalition. Timing was another factor. The war moved swiftly. Within weeks, decisive battles such as Sedan shattered French resistance. Napoleon III himself was captured. The speed of Prussian mobilization and victory left little time for foreign powers to coordinate intervention. By the time any government might have seriously considered action, the outcome was already becoming clear. Ultimately, the Franco-Prussian War remained limited because it aligned, however temporarily, with the interests of other great powers. Britain preserved the balance. Russia revised its diplomatic constraints. Austria-Hungary avoided a dangerous gamble. And Bismarck ensured that France stood alone. The result was not just a Prussian victory, but the proclamation of the German Empire in 1871, an event that reshaped Europe and laid foundations for future conflicts. The great powers did not intervene because neutrality served them better than war. In 1870, calculation triumphed over alliance, and Europe watched as a new power rose at the heart of the continent. If you enjoyed this video, then like the video, drop a comment and subscribe to the channel.